Now, in other news, going away from Donald Trump's indictment really quick, since I talked about them, I figured I ought to talk about them a little bit more. If you didn't hear, this weekend, Mike Pence and Christie did announce their runs for president in 2024. And I got to say, this actually really shocked me. I listened to a interview with Mike Pence on Fox News back in maybe November or maybe December. It was right after Donald Trump announced. And they were asking him, like, are you planning on running for president? And he gave some lackluster answers that they always kind of give. But his answer did not strike me as someone who was super energized to run for president. And I just have to ask, like, why would they run for president at this point? Like, Christie has been irrelevant for many, many years. Mike Pence is relevant, but he was literally just Donald Trump until the last day that Trump was in office. I mean, literally, like, he did everything exactly the same, except for on January 6th, he got pissed at Donald Trump when he wanted him to overturn the election. And so I seriously don't know what they're running on other than I'm Donald Trump, except now I don't like him anymore. Like, Christie literally endorsed him in 2020 and 2016, I believe. And so it's just strange. I don't see how they could think that they're possibly going to win, especially Christie. Mike Pence at least has like some percentages. And by some percentages, I mean like 3%. Christie's like zero. Like, he's got like 0.2%. People don't care about him. He's irrelevant anymore. Like, he's going to eat a Twinkie in the Oval Office and die. Like, people don't want that. So I don't know why they're running, but I will say that this will probably make things for Trump better because it's just thinning the other field. And it's really, I mean, there's this kind of idea that Pence and Christie are going to go in and just kind of try to bulldoze Trump. But it's not going to work. I think Trump is going to destroy them. Trump already destroyed Christie, and I think he's going to destroy Mike Pence too. I mean, he's a total, like, anyone tries to bulldoze Trump, he's going to bulldoze back. I think the best strategy that people have is to just speak facts. And I think where that will come down to is the debate stage. Perhaps Pence and Christie will be a little bit more tactful than I'm imagining it, but I just can't imagine them getting any traction. The question then is, if they're going in to get votes off Trump, what really could get voters off Trump? Because think about it, like, if you're going to vote for Ron DeSantis over Donald Trump and Mike Pence enters the race, you're not going to suddenly vote for Mike Pence. Like, I assume most voters who are not voting for Trump have their guy already. They either love Ron DeSantis, or maybe there's like a couple of them that are like Vivek Ramaswamy, Nikki Haley. Okay. But I have to think Mike Pence is going for essentially Trump voters, but Trump voters that didn't like January 6th. But then I'm like, but they're already supporting Ron DeSantis. So where are the votes going to come in for Pence? The only way that they could get voters off of Trump is on the debate stage. But I have to say, when just looking at the lineup, the people who are going to do that are Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, and Vivek Ramaswamy, who are already second, third, and fourth place. Like, all those people are really effective debaters. I think Vivek Ramaswamy is by far the best debater, by far the smartest and wittiest among the GOP candidates. And so he's probably going to actually get quite a boost in the polls. I think Ron DeSantis might as well, especially if he brings up the way Donald Trump treated COVID. But the debate stage, I think, is the only way Trump is going to lose any numbers at this point. It doesn't matter if he's indicted 40 more times. His numbers really won't change much. They may go up and down just a couple percentages, but not much. What they can talk about is the fact that Trump supported Pride Month. I mean, Trump had all kinds of MAGA Pride merch. Are we going to talk about that? Like that? I mean, that's just a legit thing. Like, I'm not saying that I hate Donald Trump, but I just think, where's the GOP right now? Do they like Pride? No. So which of the candidates have literal Pride merch? Pretty sure it's one. Pretty sure it's just MAGA. The other thing is, like, are we going to talk about how Trump literally colluded with Big Pharma during COVID and started that whole thing? I mean, all of us hated COVID. It was awful. and it was a total infringement on our rights, but Donald Trump started that. And so if they can really attack him on that, they can get votes back from Donald Trump, no problem. But I don't think Pence and Christie are the guys to do it. I think the people who are already in the race are going to get the job done.